Hi, my name's Rebecca, and this is my story. Throughout my life, I've craved peace. During my growing up years, I suffered a lot of rejection and emotional pain from not being accepted. So, to deal with this, I learned how to protect my vulnerability by not opening up to people around me and not being my true self. So, although I was looking for acceptance, I think more importantly, I was looking for a way to deal with the pain of rejection. It was around this time that I met Jesus. I'd grown up in a Christian home, but I'd never fully understood how that belief could change me and could change my life. When I was about 16 years old, I started to develop a personal relationship with Jesus, and I learned just how much He loved me and how much He accepted me. I learned that no matter how many mistakes I made in my life, His love would never change for me. And it was this unconditional love that started to change me. So although I was learning to find my love and acceptance through Jesus now, I was still holding on to that pain within me that I had built up over all those years. And it started to show itself in other areas of my life as well. So in my first year of university, I struggled with anxiety. It got so bad that it started to affect my physical health, and I ended up in the hospital with a panic attack. This really scared me because I had never experienced anything like that before, and I didn't know how to deal with it, how to get rid of the anxiety. So I started searching in a bunch of different places. Like, I started exercising more and eating healthier, thinking that maybe it was a health problem that had caused this. I started doing yoga, trying to de-stress and relax more. I started watching more movies and television, trying to forget about the problems in my life and try the escapism route. So although all of these things helped temporarily, they never fully got rid of the problem. During my first year of university in April, my anxiety reached its peak level. Like, it was the worst I'd ever experienced it before. And I came to the realization that I could not deal with it myself. I had tried so many different ways, so many times, and nothing had ever worked. So I realized that it was not in my power to do this. And I was reading in my Bible one day, and I came across this verse that gave me the solution to my problems. And it told me that Jesus was the answer. The verse continued to say that Jesus could give me a peace that surpasses all understanding. And by that, I mean a peace that is not conditional on its circumstances. A peace that stays strong during the most difficult times of my life and never wavers. So I decided that I really needed this peace. And the verse continued to say how to get this peace, and it said that all I had to do was bring my anxieties and surrender them to Jesus and just give them up to Him and trust that He would give me the peace that He had promised to give me. And so I had nowhere else to turn. I was at the end of my rope, and I decided to trust Jesus with this. And during that April, during one of the toughest times in my life, I experienced the peace of God. And it was the most amazing experience because I know it couldn't have been me. I knew it was from God because it was so strong in the midst of one of the most difficult times of my life. And it wasn't just a one-time fix. Ever since then, I've continually felt the desire to be anxious about something or panic about what's happening in my life. And I've always gone back to God with this, and I've surrendered it to Him. And He's always given me the peace in return. So by experiencing this power in my life, it's begun to change me in so many different ways. For example, I've learned how to bring other areas of my life to Jesus as well, such as the pain from rejection over all those years, and He's been healing me from that. And I can't describe how wonderful it is just to rely on God, depend on God rather than on yourself throughout this life. Because it just brings so much freedom, and there's no other way that I want to live. So thank you for watching. That's my story.